Hello and good morning. My name is Moritz, and as promised, this is a short video on how the blind driving assists work in Forza Motorsport and which can make racing accessible to blind or visually impaired people. I will show you which assists exist in the game and how they are used. I already preloaded a car and track combination. I'm currently in the pause menu of Forza Motorsport. I will go to the track and then show you what's doable and how blind people can actually race cars. We're sitting at the start line, and the first thing I'm going to show you is the audible racing line. This is the main method on how blind people are guided around a track. The driving line shows you where you should drive, and it shows you this by panning left to right in the stereo field. The aim is to keep the line or to keep the sound of the car in the center. If your car's audio pans to the left or right, you have to turn in that direction. So if the car audio is on the right, you have to turn to the right, and if it's on the left, you have to turn to the left. Now we're standing at the start line. The audio is slightly to the left. I'm gonna start driving so you can hear it. And now steer a bit to the left to keep it in the center. And now if I turn to the right, you hear it pan left,
Right
and if I
3.
turn left, you hear it pan back to the middle. The next thing, the beeping you hear to your left, is the track edge notifier. This is, yeah, as it says, a notification sound when you hit the track edge or how close you're to the edge. It starts beeping slowly, and the closer you are, it's beeping faster. I'm going to show you. I'm going to start driving. You hear it getting solid now. Now we're right at the edge of the track. And now you heard a boop sound, so to speak. This means that we passed over the track edge. Now we need to... Now you hear the car's audio panning to the right because it says, hey, the racing line is to your right. And now we bumped into something. We have to turn right again to get back to the track. And the car's audio, which is to the right, shows you that we have to do that. Now I reversed a bit, and I'm gonna see if I can go back onto the track. There. But now we're reversed. I'm gonna hit the menu button or the view button to turn us back around, and I'm gonna drive back onto the track a bit. So good. This is how the track edge notifier works. The next thing is the curve announcement. You heard it already. It said right 3. This means that a right turn is up ahead and the intensity is 3. We use rally notifications to show... let me pause this real quick. We use rally notifications to show the player how intense the turn is. So the sharpest turn is a hairpin turn, and then you've got turn intensities from 1 to 6. So 1 is the tightest turn, and 6 is a flat-out turn. This can be improved, or this can be combined with a notification that there is a long turn. So we would say right hairpin long, left 4 long, or something like that. If there's a curve combination, both or all the turns get announced after each other. So if there's a curve combination, it would say something like right 3 into left 4, or right 1 long into left 2. Now, for the curves, there are 6 different sounds. There are 3 sounds that increase in pitch when you approach the curve, and 3 sounds during the curve. The 3 sounds before the curve are the sounds that show you you're approaching, and the 3 tones in the curve telling you where the curve beginning is, the apex, and the end. I'll show. So I'm gonna get back to the track. You heard the first sound, the second, and the third. Now we're at the corner. Now the first in-corner sound, beginning, apex, end.
Pause menu. Resume. Y button driver.
So you heard that the last sound in the curve was a bit higher in pitch. This shows you that the curve is done. The first 2 sounds are similar pitched. The other sound is higher pitched to show you curve is over. I'm going to show you that with the next one.
Right one long.
You heard right one long. Approach 1. Approach 2. Approach 3. Beginning. Apex. End. Now we got a long straight ahead.
1.0.
And I'm going to show you, you're going to hear how the car is panning from left to right when the road is curving a bit left and right. I'm trying to keep it in the center. To the left a bit, to the right.
Left one.
Now next curve. Gonna break down a bit. 1, 2, 3. Now you hear the car's audio panning to the left. Center apex.
Left one.
Next.
Pause menu. Resume.
Now
Resume.
the next
Y button.
one
Driver list. Rewind. Resume.
is the braking cue. This is a sound you already heard in the last corner, and it increases in intensity the harder you have to brake.
Press Y button to rewind.
Oops. Start apex end.
Right two. Left one into right hairpin long.
Segment score 1.0.
There, it's beeping, and now it's showing me that I have to brake. And now when it stops beeping, I don't have to brake anymore.
Press Y button to rewind. Pause menu. Resume.
So this is
Resume.
how the assists work. Now an assist that's well, not really an assist, more like a feature, is audible or narrated menus. You heard it when I got to the pause menu. You heard me, or you heard the speaking of the menu items.
Rewind. Resume.
There's resume,
Rewind.
rewind, car,
Photo mode.
photo mode,
Settings.
and exit. Every menu in this game is narrated by a voice. For Xbox, they use Let Games Read to Me, or you can output speech to a screen reader, which is a program that blind people use to control their computer. For example, a program called NVDA, which is a free and open source screen reader, and in the majority it's used for gaming because it has engines that can interface with games. So this is a quick view on how blind people can play racing games. I really hope that I could show you how this can be done, and hope that, well, your game could be the next accessible racing game. Thank you in advance, and if you have questions, feel free to contact me.